All right, going into the second match of Aether Revolt draft. I think this hand's a keep. We don't have like a crazy early barricade breaker hand, but we have a 2-drop, a 3-drop, and a late game threat. And we stand a good chance to draw like things that matter. Yeah, we can play Bastion Inventor on turn 5, which isn't the worst. And we stand a good chance to draw a card that will help us play it sooner. So red-green. Okay, so opponent's going to go ramping here, probably. There's a key to the city, which will help us with everything we want to do, really. Key to the city on barricade breaker is a messed up thing to do to a person, and it's kind of my goal in this game now. I think I play the Strangler this turn rather than key to the city. It's hard to say, though. See what my opponent does, because if I play the key to the city, I can play Bastion Inventor next turn. Okay, well, I can't block that well anyway, so... Okay, wow. So now I can play... Well... I think I play both Augmenting Automaton and Key to the City. And then I can play a Barricade Breaker next turn. So I'm going to take some damage in the meantime, but I think that's what we want to do. We have to hope that things just stay the way they are. But yeah, we want to play Barricade Breaker like as soon as it's humanly possible. So that's probably what we'll be doing. And we're going to take 4 here probably, maybe more. If our opponent plays removal here, the fail case is that we play Bastion Inventor on turn 4. So I'm okay with that as a fail case. Yeah, we're going to take 3 to the face from this Rhino. But he is going to quickly encounter a much larger obstacle. Although I'll probably be swinging with it. Let's be real. Ballista Charger. That's less than ideal. Ooh, we really need that red mana right now. Okay, so we're going to go Barricade Breaker. Just play him. And in the turn. So he's probably going to crew his Ballista Charger here, which is... Maybe I just have to trade my Barricade Breaker for it. I don't hate that plan. I don't love it either. If we could hit red mana, I would be eternally grateful. I may draw my card with my key. I have to decide. If I could hit red mana, I mean, I don't have a high chance of doing it, though. Let's be real. At least not, like, this turn. But, yeah, if our opponent can just blow up our Barricade Breaker, we're in trouble. A lot of it, actually. Okay, decoction module. Not too concerned about a decoction module. Welding sparks though. Am concerned about that. Yeah, we're in trouble now. Now we really, really need to draw the red mana, and I think I have to draw the card with Key to the City and pray here, because he's just going to start picking off my guys. I can play Bastion Inventor, but it's not going to do a whole lot of good. If I don't, I mean, I guess if I play Bastion Inventor, yeah. Let's not draw the card. I guess if I play Bastion Inventor, I hold off the other attacks at least. Draw some mountain anyway. Nope. Okay, so I'm just going to do this. Leave my Augmenting Automaton untapped so that it can block if it has to. Chances are he's going to attack with the Charger and kill it anyway, so there's that. But yeah, that Ballista Charger is gross. Against this person, I probably will bring in my bouncy dude who costs 5 mana, because he's really good against cards like Ballista Charger. Your opponent takes a huge tempo hit. So pick off the Automaton. I go to 4. So we're in kind of a weird place here where if we draw... Ooh, oh God. Our opponent has some scary vehicles. So now we're basically dead either way unless we draw the mountain right now. And we have to have enough mana to blow up both of these, I think. So I have to just draw it naturally. Yeah. We're not going to draw. We're just going to pray. Do we do it? No. Okay. And that game went south in a hurry. We played that early Barricade Breaker. Felt good about it. But yeah, I think Dispersal Technician's looking good in this matchup. Our worst card is probably not anything over here, but it's probably Alley Strangler. So I'll cut him. And yeah, the Dispersal Technician can bounce those 4 and 5 mana costed vehicles, take off +1/+1 counters from Untethered Express, and so forth. So that's a mulligan, though. That's a good hand, though. I'm happy with this one. Got an early Crane, which has a decent chance of drawing us a card. So I will take a Renegade map, too, just to make sure I have my red this time around. I don't think that's going to hurt. It is kind of like drawing another land, but it can also help us do a lot of other things, you know, improvise and so forth. So, yeah, we're going to go Crane, Automaton. That's not the worst start. If our opponent has another, like, look at all the vehicles I have game, then we're going to be in some trouble, but I'm hopeful that that's not what we're going to encounter. So I'm going to play Glintness Crane, see what we see here. Draw me a card. No! Gear Seeker to the bottom. Sad. And the Mountain. We are going to shuffle our library shortly, so the order I put them in isn't ultra important, but... Poor Glintness Crane. You couldn't do it. Okay. I think I play the Automaton. I'm just going to leave the Crane back so I can block. Deadlock Trap, okay. Been a while since I've seen that card. But people just don't have it as frequently as they used to. I could bounce the trap, but it doesn't seem that good. I think I'm going to attack with my Crane now. And then play Renegade map. Yeah, I can also scry, so... that's not too bad. I'll basically scry, decide if I want to draw it, and then crack my Renegade map on my upkeep if I don't want to draw it. Most likely. Opponent seems to be missing one of their colors at least. We will take 2. Hidden Herbalists it is. So we're going to scry. Don't want that right now. I guess I'm just going to wait to crack the map. Yeah, we'll just draw what we're going to draw. Okay, Dispersal Technician isn't too bad here. Not as good as a lot of other things could have been, but it's going to be better against our opponent's vehicles. But I feel okay about bouncing Deadlock Trap with it. Opponent does get more energy to use the trap, but he also has to recast the trap, which isn't a whole lot of fun. Yeah, so I'm going to play Dispersal Technician. You can also trade with one of these guys, so the tempo swing it's going to bring is going to be plus killing one of his creatures is going to be pretty decent. Does give our opponent more uses of Deadlock Trap, but again, having to recast it right now is pretty big. And we'll grab our Mountain probably with our Renegade map so that we can actually use our activated abilities that we've yet to be able to use and cast our blow up, yeah, the thing that'll give me some gremlins. All right, we'll take a Mountain here. Oof, okay, well, gonna attack with my Crane and just leave all my mana up. I can scry, I can cast Leave in the Dust if that becomes necessary. So, and I can scry twice, so that's not too bad. Not too bad. If he plays like Untethered Express or something, I would probably wait till it gets crude to bounce it just because that's an even bigger tempo hit for our opponent. Oh yeah, he's going to get more energy now for Deadlock Trap, which is a little less than ideal for us. Alright, so I'm going to scry. Put that on the bottom. And I'm going to scry. Put that on top. He's going to have to start tapping it down, so there's that. We can't play it for super cheap, but we can cast it right now, and that's enough for me. Yeah, so I'm going to go to combat, see if my opponent does anything. He does not, so we're going to get in for the 1 in the air again. So Gearseeker Serpent's pretty bad against Deadlock Trap, but it means all I have to do is draw another threat, basically, and I'd rather leave up, yeah, leave up black. Well, I guess I can't bluff anything with black, but maybe it'll make my opponent think twice. We have so much stuff in play. I mean, so many lands in play that we could think about scrying on our upkeep, but I don't think that I want to. So making copies of Deadlock Trap is kind of funny. I mean, and good, actually, because if you make them at the end of my turn, my opponent would then have 2 Deadlock Traps in play. Kind of a little trick, just in case you weren't aware. So you can do some silly things. Okay, Prism. We're going to go to combat. Basically guarantee my Serpent's getting tapped down, but it hasn't happened yet. So, yeah, there it is. I'm going to attack with the Crane. Then I'm going to play my Prism. Maybe we can do something cool here. Now we have all the red mana we would ever need. Yeah, I'm down with that. That can actually attack. So, yeah, we'll play Midnight Entourage. End our turn. Okay. Yeah, it's funny. We don't have... This game, we haven't gotten any like good artifacts. Like our Barricade Breaker. Him doing that to my Barricade Breaker would have been rough. But, okay. We've got Leave in the Dust, so that's less good than it looks. But... we still would really like to draw not a swamp. So we're going to go to combat. Interesting. If he wants to like block and kill my Gearseeker Serpent, he still has to give up a couple creatures. I can also double block Untethered Express with my other creatures. And I have Leave in the Dust up if I need to use a trick to... Yeah. Yeah, I think I attack with the Serpent. I'm not going to make him unblockable. I'm okay with him dying. I am okay with getting in for 6, too. All right. And I'm going to hold on to this land. We don't really need it in play. I wish I could still scry so badly. Oh, right. My opponent can do that. That's what I was kind of forgetting. Yeah, we still have Leave in the Dust, so it could end up opening us up an opportunity to really blow our opponent out if he decides to tap down my Technician here, too. Druid. That's not tapping down my Technician. Come on. Tap it down. We really need to draw our Release the Gremlins to blow up mostly Untethered Express, but also Deadlock Trap. Let's see what our opponent does here before I leave him in the dust. Just going to attack with that. So, yeah, I'll cast Leave in the Dust. Ooh, good, good. Giving me some air game is nice in this situation. He can't recast it right away, which is also good for us. Okay. So let's go to combat. Now I kind of feel like he has to tap down my Gearseeker Serpent. Am I wrong? Yeah, no, he's doing it. That is what I figured. I think I'm attacking with everything this time. I get to draw a card off of this. I get in for some damage. Then I play Experimental Aviator, who can help absorb one of these attackers. So That seems pretty good. Yep. All right, I'm going to kill the assembler because my opponent could get to a point where all that mana is useful. We're going to get in for 1. We do get to draw a card, though. Oh, Bastion Inventor, you're pretty good. Let's see, can I play Experimental Aviator and Bastion Inventor? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So hold on. I'm going to have 3 artifacts in play after I play the Aviator. 8 mana. So yes, I can do both. So I think that's what I do. Yeah, I did the math right there. So Aviator. And the Inventor also can't be tapped down by Deadlock Trap. So then we're going to cast... Bastion Inventor. So suddenly we have 3 damage in the air, plus a difficult to block, deal with, in general, Gear Seeker Serpent, and Bastion Inventor. Our opponent has to tap 4 mana here to play their vehicle again, which does still leave them with 3 mana, but it isn't a great place for our opponent to be, because we just have several, we can attack from different angles, you know, yeah. Whew. That was a little scary. Anytime you see Untethered Express, but ended up working out. Being able to bounce it was big. I don't think we changed anything. Nah. I'm just going to roll this back out there. All right, I think we have a pretty great hand here. We can play an early Bastion Inventor. We can get, I mean, not super early at this point, but we can get both our primary colors, and we have an Experimental Aviator too. So I like this hand. I think I play the Automaton first just because he's got the potential to get in for some damage. And we got our Swamp anyway. We do have 2 cards that cost double black, though. So we could think about using the map to get black instead. We've done that before so far. Automaton versus Automaton. Okay. So if I leave the map in play, I can actually play the Inventor sooner. I'm not going to attack, though. Yeah, I can play the Inventor on turn 4 right now, which is not quite soon enough to deal with that freaking Thriving Rhino. Oof. Lands. Okay, well... I'm just going to pass the turn. Yeah. And ideally next turn we play our Inventor, and then our Inventor can start blocking the Rhino. What I don't want to see right now is Untethered Express, because we don't have a game plan in play this time to deal with it. The last game we didn't have a great one, but we were able to bounce it. We basically played a tempo gamer against our opponent, plus they were mana screwed in the last game, and that really... was effective for us. All right, I will take 3. Don't play it. Don't play it. Oh, man, Untethered Express. Oh, we do have double Bastion Inventor. I guess it could be worse, but man. How many Untethered Expresses does our opponent have? We've seen it. Have we seen it every game on turn 4? It kind of feels that way. It's just going to hit us here, too. At least we can block Thriving Rhino, assuming our opponent... If our opponent makes more energy here, we're in a lot of trouble. Between the 4/5 Thriving Rhino and the 5/5 Express. So, yeah. Don't make more energy. Don't make more energy. Don't do it. Please don't. Okay, just a Malphus Doorbuster, which isn't scary or anything, except for that my opponent has Untethered Express in play, so it's very scary. Our Aviator may have to come out before our next Inventor just to protect us from nonsense happening. Like, we want the Inventor to be able to team up with other things. God, does our opponent have a trick? Oh, no, he has the energy now. That's right. That's what I said I didn't want to happen, and it happened. So we're just going to take 9. I don't think we have any better plan. I think on my upkeep, I'm going to grab red mana and just pray. So, yeah, we're going to crack this map. Grab a mountain. And are we going to release the gremlins? No, but that's not too terrible. We're just in like an awkward place though. Good news is I think I have time thanks to Experimental Aviator. I'm just going to pass the turn. I don't have a ton of time, especially if my opponent makes more energy here, but... But if he doesn't, being able to cast Leave in the Dust on Untethered Express on a future turn will be huge. I'm not getting to release any gremlins today. It's sad. Our opponent's at 20. I feel like he's doing like, can I kill him combat math as opposed to like, should I do this combat math? Because with our opponent at so much life, like, he can give up his Untethered Express to kill my Bastion Inventor and a couple other things, you know. Oof. That's big. I did not enjoy that. Okay. Okay. So how should we do this? It's making him unable to block. That makes my life unpleasant. So Thopter here. Thopter here plus this. Yeah. And then we go to 2. Opponent just has a trick. We're dead, obviously. Please let me release the gremlins. I would like to release the gremlins. Wait, he couldn't make it unable to block. I really screwed that up. He did the activated ability, but he didn't have any energy. So, yeah, that was a bad mistake on my part. Okay. Well, I can cast Resource for a turn, get back Bastion Inventor, but that doesn't do a whole lot here. I think I just have to Leave in the Dust and do some ugly blocking. Yeah. I think that's how we have the best hope, because we just need to draw, release the gremlins, basically. If we don't, I don't know how we get out of this, so... All right. I'm going to declare my blocks first here so that we can just know everything. But yeah, I made... I would have blocked with the Aviator if I could have. I could block with my own Aviator and bounce it, but that's not so good right here. So I'm just going to block. And then... Leave in the Dust. I drew a land. That's not what I was hoping to draw. Oh, did our opponent mean to do that? Why would they do that? Oh, they can just kill us. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, almost. They can almost kill us. We have to kill the Welder Automaton now or die. So. Oh, now I draw it. I mean, I can use it, but then he's going to get to play his freaking... It'll save us for a turn, but he's going to get to replay his vehicle. So, not perfect. Not perfect at all. Okay, I'm going to cast Resourceful Return first. Oh, wait, I don't have an artifact right now, so it's not as good as I would like. I might still cast it, but... So we're going to blow him up because we have to. We're at low enough life that we don't really have a choice. He could have just burnt us out by untapping. So now he's not quite going to be able to do that. And I think I'm actually going to cast Resourceful Return and get Augmenting Automaton just because I want to be able to play another permanent this turn. And in my turn. So he's going to replay his Untethered Express. Now we really need our Daring Demolition, basically. We can also make Augmenting Automaton large enough now that it's not as much of a problem. But we're also at 1 life. So that's not so good. Ooh, okay. Well, I say we just go for it here and play everything. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we can just hard cast everything. So Aether Poisoner comes down, gives us some energy, and then we're going to leave Augmenting Automaton untapped and play Bastion Inventor. The bad news is our opponent's in red, so all he has to do is draw Shock or Chandra's Pyrohelix and we're dead. Even though it looks like we're kind of turning a corner here. We're trying to, at least. We're just not in good shape. Yeah, and our opponent can't really attack us anymore, at least. Land. Okay. I think I attack with my Poisoner. Like, if I kill something with it, I'm thrilled, plus I get a servo, so Poisoner is going. We're going to make a servo. We're going to get in for 1. Yeah. Keep drawing lands, opponent, and let us draw some spells. Ooh, there's our Welder Automaton. All right. I'm going to attack with Aether Poisoner again. I could attack with Augmenting Automaton, but I don't think I want to do that. So we can play this Automaton and then use its activated ability, which is pretty nice. Draw another land. Come on. Come on. Why didn't you draw land? Aether Chaser. That's obnoxious. My poor Aether Poisoner. It's not going to be poisoning anybody. He also has energy now for his Doorbuster, which is something of a problem. But it's not the end of the world. Wish I had a way to gain life. I don't think I do, though. Where's my Pracata Pillar Bugs when I need them? Drop the opponent to 17. Ugh. Now we're the ones drawing lands. Okay. Well, now we just leave everybody untapped. 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 7, 8. So playing this land isn't going to make him able to be any bigger. Oh, yes, it will. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. Yes, it will. So we're going to play it. Oh, no, I already had 8. What kind of math was I doing there? This doesn't look good. That is not good. Another creature with trample who can potentially be a 6/6. No, thank you. Okay, removal. Oh, yeah. I think we might be dead now. Whiffing on those draws when we did was brutal. He can make one of my creatures unable to block. He's got 2 creatures with trample, and my total toughness is not very high. My Bastion Inventor can block, but all he has to do is get through with 1 damage, and we're dead. So that is not good. Looked kind of like we might turn a corner there. Having to cast Release the Gremlins. Oh, yeah, we're just dead to that now. Yeah, opponent drew instant win anyway. Put up a good fight there. I'm so sad we drew Release the Gremlins when we did. I mean, we would have been dead if we hadn't. So, you know, as annoyed as I am, it's like, I would have been dead. So, but I wish Untethered Express had still been in play. My bouncing it wasn't so good.